Hi guys! So today I have a big surprise for all of you and I'm so very excited about this. So I'm really excited to show it to all of you as well. Okay, here goes.
Rasmika Mandanna was born on 5th April 1996 to Suman and Madanna Mandanna into a Kodava Hindu family in Virajpet, a town in Kodagu, Karnataka. Her father owns a coffee estate and a function hall in her hometown, and her mother is a homemaker. She has a younger sister, Shaman, who she helped raise and felt like a maternal figure to. As a child, her family struggled financially and had difficulties finding a home and paying rent. According to Mandanna, her parents could not afford to buy her toys, and the experience has continued to taint her relationship with money. Mandanna attended Korg Public School, a boarding school in Gonikopal. During this phase of her life, she was often misunderstood due to her struggles with communication, making connecting with her peers difficult. Mandanna credits her mother for being a stabilizing influence in her life and labeled her "my biggest strength." Mandanna studied for a bachelor's degree in psychology, journalism, and English literature at MS Ramaya Arts of Science and Commerce, Bangalore. In 2014, Mandanna was awarded the Times of India Clean and Clear, Fresh Face that recognizes individuals with the greatest potential for future success. The award was presented to her by Akshat Kumar, and she was subsequently made a brand ambassador for Clean and Clear as part of the winning reward. This was followed by a brief career in modeling, which she believed would ease her transition into acting. Her parents were initially hesitant towards her pursuit of an acting career due to her unassertive personality, but they ultimately relented. Mandanna began dating Rakshit Shetty, her co-star in Kirik Party, during the making of the film, and they announced their engagement on 3rd July 2017 at a private party in her hometown, Virajpet. They ended their engagement in September 2018. In 2021, Mandanna starred opposite Dhruva Sharja in Pogaru, which Vivek MV of Deccan Herald termed a riot of toxic masculinity. In her second release of the year, she made her debut into Tamil film opposite Karthi in the action drama Sultan. She expressed that working across languages is important to her, as she does not wish to view language as a barrier, and, instead, views it as an opportunity to establish herself across industries. Though Hindustan Times Haricharan Puripeti felt that Mandanna had been sidelined, M. Sugant of the Times of India praised her on a charming debut. It emerged as a moderate commercial success. Her final appearance of 2021 was in the critically and commercially successful Telugu action film Pushpa: The Rise, starring Allu Arjun. For her role as a girl involved in the smuggling syndicate of red sandalwood, she learned the Chittor dialect of Telugu with support from a tutor. Film Campaigns' Mukesh Manjunath found that she did her best to imbue bubbliness and the innocence required in these testosterone-charged surroundings, but lamented that the brown-facing of her character was unnecessary and ineffective. However, Divya Nair of Readifcom observed that the female characters in the film were reduced to serving solely as visual appeal. Ranking among the highest-grossing Telugu films of all time, the film marked a significant breakthrough in Mandanna's career, as she earned pan-India recognition for it, particularly for the song Sami Sami, which gained popularity. Additionally, she received Best Actress nominations at both SEMA and Filmfare for her performance. The following year, Mandanna starred in a string of films with varying levels of success. She started with the unremarkable Telugu feature Adavalu Meeku Joharlu opposite Shadvanand. Keen to showcase her acting skills after a series of androcentric films, she took on a supporting role in the Dulquer Salmaan and Mrinal Thakur-led romantic drama Sits Ramam. Citing it as one of her better films, Sangeeta Devi Dundil appreciated that Mandanna is given the scope to play a self-centered character and showed that she is willing to take on well-written roles. Against expectations, the film emerged as a success at the box office, and Mandanna earned her first nomination for Seema at Filmfare. Initially set to debut in Hindi cinema with Mission Majnu, delays in production led Mandanna to make her first appearance alongside Amitabh Bachchan in Vikash Bahai's family drama Goodbye, portraying a career-driven woman struggling to come to terms with the loss of her mother, played by Neena Gupta. She was initially hesitant to accept the role as she found it difficult to essay a character with dismissive views towards religious ritual, which significantly contrasted with her own faith in them. Although the film was a financial failure, Mandanna's performance was well received. Reprised her role as Srivanali in the Telugu action sequel Pushpa 2 The Role. Nandini Ramnath of Scroll was appreciative of her chemistry with Allu Arjun and added that she has several strong sequences to justify her presence in an androcentric narrative. The Indian Express's Anandi Suresh was displeased with the hypersexualization of her role and took note of a recurring theme in her filmography of playing the love interest of unnervingly eccentric men. Mandanna defended the representation of toxic masculinity in both the Animal and Pushpa franchises, explaining that such individuals exist in reality and their hyperbolic depiction is a cinematic liberty intended to entertain the audience. Pushpa 2 The Rule set several box office records for an Indian film, earning over 18 billion rupees, $210 million worldwide, to rank as Indian cinema's third biggest grosser, as well as Mandanna's highest grosser. In Lakshman Uttekar's historical action film Chava 2025, Mandanna portrayed Maharani Yesubai Bhonsle opposite Vicky Kaushal as Maratha's Chhatrapati Sambhaji. Commentators criticized the casting of Mandanna, a South Indian woman, as a Marathi queen. To prepare for their roles, Kaushal and her spent 4 weeks learning Marathi. Reception to Mandanna's performance was generally negative. Kusumika Das of Times Now was appreciative of her striking visual presence, but felt that she still struggled with her Hindi diction and was unimpressed with the emotional depth in her performance. Grossing over 8 billion rupees, $95 million, Chava emerged as the highest-grossing Hindi film of 2025, making Mandanna the first Indian actress with 3 films crossing 5 billion rupees domestically. She next featured in A.R. Murugadas' action film Sikandar opposite Salman Khan, who is 31 years her senior. In a negative review for Hindustan Times, Rishabh Suri criticized her poorly written role and persistently weak Hindi dialogue delivery. Rahul Desai of The Hollywood Reporter noted a prevailing theme in Mandanna's filmography of catering to the middle-class Indian patriarch's biggest fantasy by playing subservient women whose sole purpose is to decorate their husband's masculinity. Sikandar failed to recoup its estimated 2 billion rupees, $24 million. In Lakshman Uttekar's historical action film Chava 2025, Mandanna portrayed Maharani Yesubai Bhonsle opposite Vicky Kaushal as Maratha Chhatrapati Sambhaji. Commentators criticized the casting of Mandanna, a South Indian woman, as a Marathi queen. To prepare for their roles, Kaushal and her spent 4 weeks learning Marathi. Reception to Mandanna's performance was generally negative. Kusumika Das of Times Now was appreciative of her striking visual presence, but felt that she still struggled with her Hindi diction and was unimpressed with the emotional depth in her performance. Grossing over 8 billion rupees, $95 million, Chava emerged as the highest-grossing Hindi film of 2025, making Mandanna the first Indian actress with 3 films crossing 5 billion rupees, $59 million, domestically. She next featured in A.R. Murugadas's action film Sikandar opposite Salman Khan, who is 31 years her senior. In a negative review for Hindustan Times, Rishabh Suri criticized her poorly written role and persistently weak Hindi dialogue delivery. Rahul Desai of The Hollywood Reporter noted a prevailing theme in Mandanna's filmography of catering to the middle-class Indian patriarch's biggest fantasy by playing subservient women whose sole purpose is to decorate their husband's masculinity. Sikandar failed to recoup its estimated 2 billion rupees, $24 million investment. Mandanna will next star in 2 Telugu films and 2 Hindi films. She will feature alongside Dhanush in Sekhar Kamula's Telugu-Tamil-Hindi trilingual film Kubera and headline the female-led film The Girlfriend. She will also join the Matic horror comedy universe alongside Ayushmann Khurrana in the romantic horror film Thama and star This Is All About Rasmika Mandanna. That's it for now. In the future, we will appear again with more new stories of the cinema. Until then, goodbye. Be well, everyone, and please don't forget to subscribe